Okay, summer finally hit. So, before we do anything else, we definitely need to get ourselves a thermal stone. Perfect. With all the things I prepped. We need flint and rocks. There they are. Flint, rocks. We can make perfectly just 2. And we're gonna go ahead and leave them in the fridge. Let it cool down and we can get going. I will hold on to these, I think. Because I do need to have food on me. Alright, so let's see. Now that it's summer, we're gonna prep ourselves to go to the Oasis Pond, because we need to do some fishing. And then after fishing, so we have a to-do list this summer. We need to fish to get the goggles and lamp trinkets for Antlion. After that, we'll have to kill Antlion, and then go for some ruins exploration, and then after that, we'll get some, hopefully, find the actual pseudoscience station and make some stuff. And then we'll end it off and gather all those things back up to the main island, the main, surface area. So that's the plan. Anyway, let's see if we have everything we need. We need to craft ourselves that, because we don't have that yet. This. I'm thinking I want to make the permanent one, but I don't have enough rocks right now, so I probably can't. But that being said, I will definitely make an ice box at least, because at least if we have an ice box, we can make ourselves, stay cool. Over there. I remember I have gears as well, right? Yes, and one last gear. Perfect. Make an icebox. Right? And then let's see. We'll need these. We'll need that. I don't need all these twigs, that's for sure. Actually, I'll probably bring half a stack of it. Some silk. We can make some fishing rods. I'm hoping that we get it soon, so I wouldn't need to waste too much silk. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll hold on to that. We definitely need some flint. Let's see, my armors are all intact. Pig skins. We definitely need some pig skins in order to make the goggles. There it is. Whoops. So I need a couple of these. Clothing. Yes. That's. I'm trying to remember if I need anything else for the for the actual goggles itself. I'm pretty sure I need 2 of that, right? And then some gold. I'll hold on to a little bit of gold too, just in case. And I think that should be everything we need. I don't really need this on me right now, since we're not doing some caving. I'll bring this when we're going to cave. But everything else should be fine. I'll leave these as is as well. Meat is turning stale though. Not really good, but I'll probably turn these to eggs instead, just so I won't waste them. And then we'll head off to the pond right away. So that's the game plan. Hopefully we can at least finish most of those things. Anyway, a quick side note. Hopefully everybody liked the new format of the videos. For the last video especially, since that one was a little bit more edited. And I do hope that in the future, I might continue using that kind of format for my videos. And hopefully that's something you guys like. Because I feel like for videos nowadays, I do prefer having edited videos than a full-length long video. I don't mind doing long videos, because that's somewhat kind of minimal effort in a way. But beyond that too, I do want to challenge myself a bit and actually try and make some more edited versions of videos, just so it won't be too stale. So yeah, hopefully that's something you guys will be interested in and would like. Beyond that too, we do have a couple more series in mind. After this episode, because for the first 4 episodes, especially, from my failed episode and stuff, I kind of make these videos edited through, based off season. And I think I'm going to have a new format after this year. So on year 2, we're going to be prepping ourselves. Hopefully, well, I'm not sure yet because, we haven't gotten there yet. And hopefully I don't die before then. But if we make it to year 2, the plan is to make a new format for the edited videos as well. So hopefully we'll see how far we go with the series, and yeah, I'm interested to see how much more fun we'll have with this world and the editing of it as well. So yeah, let me know how the videos are so far. Hopefully they're cool enough to watch. But I have a lot of things I hope to achieve during autumn, because we haven't really did a lot of ocean exploration. I kind of have a couple places I want to go to. One of them being the Monkey Island. I want to visit there at least once. Get some of the mats and stuff, and probably make it a little bit more accessible for future revisits. And another thing I want to achieve as well is find the Krabby Hermit, as well as the... I don't know what they call it. It's like a ocean forest kind of thing. It's like a giant tree area with a lot of the figs. I want to find that biome as well. So those are a couple of things I want to work towards, and hopefully we find them. And yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, I was gonna say, if there wasn't gonna be a sandstorm here, that'd be pretty cool. But no luck. Anyway, let's plop down the icebox first, just so our things won't start to degrade. That's the worst thing that could happen. And we'll start fishing. 2 things we need. The Cult of the Lamb trophy, the Triumph trophy, and the desert goggles. Let's go, the first one we got. Alright, first thing accomplished. Can we make that right now? I think I have enough mats to make it, right? I actually don't think I needed the gold for it. I'm pretty sure it's just like pig skins and... Yeah, we needed 1 more pig skin. Oh, I completely forgot. Okay. Oh well, 1 extra pig skin on me is fine. Alright, so 1 thing down. The next thing... Oh, we got gears too. Let's go. The next thing we need is a trophy, so we can give that to Antlion. If we get the... what is it called? If we get the beach toy, that's totally fine as well. We can give that to Antlion as well. And we'll have both of the new blueprints. Well, the old blueprint and the new blueprint. Which is the Lazy Deserter and... what is it called? The turf removing hat, or whatever it's called. It's like an antlion crown, pretty much. It helps you do turfing a little bit more easier, which I should probably do soon. Another thing I want to work towards as well, probably nearing the end of summer, is work towards making the base a little bit more better. Hopefully design a little bit more better. There we go, we got the beach toy. Beach toy would be nice to have for blueprints. And all that's left now is the new crossover thing, which is actually really cool. I haven't really done much of the crossover. I only gotten it in another world before, the little crown thing, and gave it to Antlion and got the blueprints. But beyond that, I don't really know what it's for, besides being a glorified fireplace. Or at least that's how it feels like. It's like a cooler campfire pit kind of thing, you know? So I'm not sure if there's any, like, significance to using those things, as opposed to using a normal fireplace. So I'm curious to see if there's actually anything different about it. We got 2 beach toys, nice. And all the other knickknacks that we get from this area will be given to the Pig King, so we get more gold, because we actually do need more gold anyway. And actually, this is a very good thing to do every time when you're in the Oasis during summer. To fish as much as possible, if you're not doing anything specific. And once you're done, you can go into the caves and do some ruins dive instead. But basically, you know, fishing... Wow, we're getting a lot of beach toys. Fishing is actually one of the things I like in video games. There's a lot of games that I like their fishing mechanic. And Don't Starve Fishing is definitely one of them. I can't wait to do my fishing video for a full like season, just going out to the ocean and do fishing. That sounds fun. Oh man, I can't wait. So that's definitely one thing I want to work towards. And we're not lucky at all. Well, I guess we are lucky. We got the desert goggles, but I do want the triumphant... what is it called? It's like a... crown. I know it's a crown trinket, but I don't remember what it's called. It's like a trophy or something. But let's see if we're lucky to get it. Hopefully we get it. Okay. Is this the one? No. Alright, so I know that there's always going to be a fishing rod. Oasis. And I'm hoping that we actually get it before we make our last fishing rod that we can craft. Because if we can't, then we'll have to go back and, you know, do the other things first before we can tackle that, which sucks. But we'll see. Oh, I probably should make a dark sword too, actually. I'm gonna have to farm a dark sword afterwards. We're getting hungry as well. Oh, you know what I should be doing instead? I'll leave my food in the fridge. What am I doing? This is not a very good thing to do. Just wasting my freshness for the food. Another beach toy, which is not what we need. Okay. Just one. We just need one. I don't want to spend too much time in the Oasis pond because summer is very limited and we have a lot of other things to do as well. So just want to focus and get that thing. If we can, then that's fine. We'll get going. There's my second fishing rod anyway. So once we're done with all of our fishing rods, we'll leave. We're lucky. Nope. Probably should use the fish for something when we get back. I will have to stop by back in base anyway, because I need to craft myself a dark sword as well for the fight. I do want to have at least a dark sword for Antlion. Just so my puppets... Wow, we have 5 beach toys. I need to get myself a dark sword so my puppets can do a lot of damage against Antlion later, so... I am kind of worried that if I do bring my shadow puppets, that they might cause some trouble for me when I'm fighting the boss, so I have to see how that works. I hope the interaction's not going to be very weird, where Antlion's spikes also targets the shadow duelists. If they do, then that's very bad for me, because it makes it very hard for me to kite, because there's going to be a lot more spikes everywhere. And that is not the way to go. Not in the slightest, so... It's also really nice, because in this area right here, the circle bit, I believe there's a little bit more heat resistance in this pond area, so you don't get as much heat as everywhere else. Now, I'm not sure about that. I feel like that's the case. Plus, we also have an umbrella, so the umbrella already gives us heat resistance anyway, so... well, some heat resistance, you know, abilities. Not a lot, but it's good enough. So I'm not sure if the area we're at... Another beach toy! Okay, well, I guess we should just clean up this area real quick. So we see all our things. We have 6 beach toys, 1 rubber bung, a button, and a knot. So, not that lucky right now, but hopefully soon. We're closing into our 3rd fishing rod. Once we're done with that, we have to go back and prep for Antlion before we do some exploring. I am looking forward for the caves exploring, though. Especially if we have our things already. We already have a Moggles, which is great. Very nice thing to have. So I'm really not too worried about the ruins as well. We'll definitely need our duelist to help out. Marbles, that's not good. Man, we are a little unlucky, I guess. The trophy did took me a while, actually, in another world when I was fishing. It took me like 3 days just to get the trophy and to get the blueprints, so it is a little hard to get. Also, they added new turfs for the crossover as well. The new crossover, they added a gold turf and a brick turf. Or a cobblestone turf. I don't know what they call it. But I think that's the same one. Aw, that sucks. Savannah turf. It is the same one as the ones in Cult of the Lamb, the game. And I suck at Cult of the Lamb, by the way. I played a bit of it. I understand some of the mechanics, but I'm not able to keep my, like, cult alive. Because it's so hard to, like, you know, prep for all those things in villages and, you know, prepping food and making sure they're happy and stuff like that. That's really hard to do. So, I don't know. Maybe eventually we'll do a Cult of the Lamb series as well on YouTube, and we'll see how that goes. It's a very cool game, though. Another fish. Come on. This is our last fish we can catch. Our last cast, I guess. But it's really relaxing, though, doing fishing. Especially if you're already somewhat far in the game. Especially in these kind of survival games. When you're no longer... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. When you're no longer fearful of, you know, using or losing things or dying and stuff like that. Because in the late game of Don't Starve, you should have a lot of the good things already that keeps you alive, and you can defend yourself pretty easily against anything. So you wouldn't really be worried at all about dying or starving or anything like that. You would just be able to do things that are fun in the game. So is fishing fun? For some people, yes, and I'm definitely one of them. And there's also a lot of different things in the game you can do later in the game. So once you get there, it should be pretty cool. It should be fun. Alright, let me hold on to that. I'm gonna kill all these fishies and put them in the fridge so I can actually free up some of my space. I think, yeah, I accidentally tossed that one behind. Take care of all of these. Here we go. And we're gonna have to make a last fishing rod. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I think I was trying to make a bug net by accident. Thankfully, I didn't do it. Alright, so we're on the 3rd day of summer already. We only have 12 days left of summer. So hopefully, we get our thing, we can leave. If I don't get it with this fishing rod, I'm leaving. I'm gonna have to prep for antlion anyway. Okay, another fish. That doesn't bode well for us. And I do know that our antlion is not on this separated desert area. It's back in the main island, I guess, or main landmass, or whatever you call it. Technically, could you call the main area an island as well? It is surrounded in water. Another fish. That's not good. Ah, man. You know, another thing that's actually really fun about ocean fishing is that you get to find bottles, like little jars, that have, like, a treasure area, a treasure map kind of thing. And it's really cool because you can find underwater treasures, and that's a very rare thing as well, because I haven't done it extensively, but the amount of things I've done with those boat stuff, with the treasure in a chest, treasure in a bottle kind of thing, I actually gotten to get a lot of gems from them, as well as some weird trinkets and stuff, which is actually really cool. All right, we're lucky. No, we're so unlucky. But I do want to put more time into the ocean fishing eventually too. I think I might just do that all together when I'm trying to find the ocean, landmarks. I guess the Monkey Island and Hermit Crab Island and the Ocean Forest Island. Plus, we can probably find some salt as well. If we get some salt mounds, that would be great, because we can make ourselves a salt box. Honestly, I just need at least 1 or 2 salt boxes, and I'm fine. This is a single-player world anyway, so I don't expect to be making such big and extravagant things. Okay. Ooh, let's go. Can we get it? No! Another beach toy! We're 7 in. Jeez. Alright. Well, I feel like we're not gonna get it, but we'll try our best still. Okay. We get another one. Oh, no! Why? I'm gonna be giving her one anyway. You don't have to give me 8 of it. Jeez. This is really unlucky. That's so sad. Also, I gotta be careful because I have to double check and see if Antlion's gonna be enraged. So during summer, the annoying thing about summer is that Antlion gets this enraged meter, and when it reaches 0, she'll basically throw a tantrum and break things. And for whatever reason, the only way she can, feel happy is that if she breaks things around you, the player, instead of just finding something else to break. So the whole point is that if she's angry, she's gonna blame you for it. And then start destroying things around you. And it's different for both the surface and the undergrounds. If you're on the surface, she'll make little sinkholes on right underneath you, where you're standing, basically. And if it's already made, it actually takes around 20 days, like honestly a full season, I think, for it to be gone. So that's gonna be a a very annoying crater on the floor for a whole season that you can't get rid of, which is annoying. And then if you're in the caves, there's going to be a rock slide pretty much like a, a rock slide that drops boulders on you. That's pretty much what's going to happen if you're in the caves. Which is better than the one above ground, because the sinkholes suck. They're really annoying. Especially if you're building in your base and you want to expand, and that particular spot is like, occupied by that. That's annoying. You have to wait for a whole season before you can start building again. Also, I probably want to bring back some of these succulents. I actually really like the potted succulents. They add a nice flair to a base. I do feel like in regards to the building, the base design, I guess, for Don't Starve, it's really fun, but I feel like there's still so much that is limited into the base designs that I wish they would added more. They added a lot of turfs recently, and that's great. But I feel like you never have enough with turfs. And I guess in other aspects as well, like, there's still some other things that I would like to have. Maybe some new walls, maybe like, potentially adding some new light options besides the very late game toadstool lamps and stuff. Those are really, really late in the game before you can get them. Which makes sense, because it's a very, the whole game is about not dying to starvation and darkness, so the whole darkness aspects will be gone if it's an easy to build thing. So I don't know. It's just something I think it would be cool. And also, I guess, more statue type stuff. I like the statues. The Gene Craft with the potter's wheel. It's really cool. Not to mention when it comes to fishing. In the pond especially. The longer you fish, the later the fishes actually bite. And there is a certain amount of fishes that spawn at a time. Though, usually, if it takes this long to fish for one fish, another fish should have spawned already in its place, so you can just stand still and wait for the fish. But man, we're already spending 4 days here. We probably should finish this soon. Maybe this is the fishing video that I wanted to do. I wanted to do this a while ago. So I think in retrospect, with all the things we gathered so far, we did make a lot of gold for it. So that's still pretty cool. Alright, it seems like we can't get anything so far, so I am gonna bring all these back, as well as give the antlion some presents, just so we can get ourselves the good stuff. And I will have to eat that, put that in there, transplant that, and bring this back. I will have to drop the things, because I don't really need it, honestly. And then, I'll bring this home. Yeah, we can bring that home. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go. So now that we have the desert goggles, which is great, we can actually walk around without any penalties in the sandstorm. And I think the antlion should be close by here. Oh, there she is. Hello? Oh, I didn't get the beach toy. Uh-oh. That's the only thing one of the things I needed to get. Let's go back and get it real quick. Whoops. Silly me. Alright. Now that we have it, let's go ahead and give it to Antlion and get our rewards. This will also sate her anger, by the way. If you want to make her calm down, so she doesn't rage us really quick, offering her rocks and other rocky materials as well as these things, she will basically not rage. And the good thing about giving the beach toys is that she'll actually drop the blueprints that you need in order to craft some of the boss loot, pretty much. So now we can basically craft these things, which is cool. A turf razor helm, that's what it's called. As well as a lazy deserter, which is also another good item for co-op. And now her enrage meter is pretty much somewhat reset. I think there's a certain amount of minutes that gets reset whenever you use them, so it's still pretty useful. But we're gonna head back real quick because we need to have to get back to Pig King and hopefully get ourselves a dark sword. So that'll be a very, very helpful thing to have before we start killing the antlion. But before that, I do want to try and one last try to fish for a Cult of the Lamb trinket before summer's end, because it does suck if we don't get it. In a way, summer is okay if you have what you need to survive. The only main problem with summer is that the nights are long, and you have like a lot of heat problems. Well, obviously because it's hot, but the only thing you need, honestly, is just a thermal stone and a, what is it called? The endothermic pit, and you're fine. You'll be okay already. That's the only main thing that's annoying. The other things are like, dogs and stuff like that, like the firehounds, but honestly, if you have like, if you have the, hound traps and stuff like that, you're totally fine. You should be okay. That being said, I feel like dogs should be spawning pretty soon, so I should definitely prepare for them. Okay. Just reached. Look at all that gold. You're making big money. Okay. That should be all our trinkets. Now let's reap the reward. Originally had 2 gold, so after all that, let's see how much we made. Okay, we made 31 gold, which is great. Awesome, let's head back. Another thing too, I guess, that I should mention. There is wildfires in summer, so the reason why we had a flame-o-matic was for the wildfires, just so we don't get ourselves killed with that. But beyond that, it should be fine. Oh no, it just started turning stale, and that's not good. That's a little unlucky. Let's see, it should turn right. We're somewhat close to Pig King, which is nice. And we have a wormhole that's pretty close to us, where we can just spawn to the swamp right away. And that'll let it be easier for us to head towards the oasis as well, so still pretty good. I might actually use my food, like the stale jerky, and make it into food instead, just so I won't waste them. I'm trying to think, because I think I should be able to make surf and turf, maybe, with the amount of fish I have. Let me turn this on real quick, just in case, because it's dangerous what we're doing here. I think one of that, and 3 of these, should be surf and turf. It might be meatballs, actually. I think I messed up the amount. Whoops. Ah, it is surf and turf. Awesome. Surf and turf's a really good food, by the way, for health and hunger. So, I believe it gives you like 50 health or something. It's actually really high. It's a little bit more than what is it called? Pierogies and fish sticks and stuff. Now, I am a little bit wary because the dogs might spawn. We did have dogs on the very last day of spring, so the likelihood of having dogs this soon might take a while. So I'm not super worried, but I do have to be cautious just in case. One thing that would be nice to have though early on right now is a oh, I can't make it. That's fine. I'll just make bacon and eggs. Is to have bundle wraps because of our food. The freshness gets a little bit easier to spoil during summer because it's the heat. If it's in winter, your food actually doesn't spoil as quickly. Which kind of makes sense, and it's pretty cool that they added something like that to the game. Let's see here. I will hold on to these. I need at least 2, so I can make 2 living logs, or 2 dark swords. So after we're done with this, we'll have to go and get ourselves some nightmare fuel real quick. And then we can get back to the oasis, do some more fishing, and then we'll have to do the antlion before she starts raging. Oh dear. I need to be careful about this. I have to watch this so it doesn't burn. That's good. It didn't burn my house. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to be too close to this area where things start burning. That was a little bit, scary already. Oh, wait, hold on. I left my thermal stone. Definitely don't forget that. Okay. Since we're here as well, we're going to repair this real quick. Awesome. Let's go. Let's leave. Also, wait. Don't need all these gold on me. Alright, let's go. Since we're here, we might as well do some nightmare fuel farming real quick. We're gonna be jumping back and forth to these wormholes. Okay, I see a Arabic. There we go. A little more safer. I can actually see where the enemies are. I also see a Terrorbeak just spawn behind us. Fine. Okay, we can make one dark sword, that's great. Well, actually, I just realized I have a glass cutter too. I can just use the glass cutter. Oh man, I'm not paying attention. Alright. Go stand around here, wait around, yep. Just on time. Oh, why did you despawn? I get it, I'm the Shadow King, but you don't have to respect me that much. Oh man, that was so cringe. There we go, hello pal. Ow. There we go. 6. There we go, big boy. Another one, let's go. No! No, wait, come back. That's totally worth. Come back. Aw, you only gave me 1. That's not worth. Never mind. Come on. There, let's keep doing it. We need 3 more Nightmare Fuels, then we can make 2 Dark Swords. Or actually, no, 2 more Nightmare Fuels. Nice. Oh, there's a Terrorbeak. Jeez. Okay, if we're lucky, we don't need to do this for too long. Basically, if we get 1 crawling horror, yep, that's what we need. It'll usually be not enough to give me a full, sane sanity level, which means I'll still be able to fight more Terrorbeaks and crawling horrors afterwards, so yeah, I'm definitely not cutting properly. There we go, awesome. And 1 extra to spare. I mean, refill our book with that. Great. So, now that we got these, I'm heading over to the Oasis spawn right away, because I don't want to be wasting much time. I actually spent quite a bit of time ready just to do the fishing, so if you want to min-max properly, I have to head over and finish up our things right away. Plus, we're still in the low sanity threshold. If we do have another, shadow creature spawn, that'll be fine, because that gives us more Nightmare Fuel. And especially as this character, we always need Nightmare Fuel. It's always necessary to have it. And I do believe, because I'm not sure how they're doing their character refreshes so far, since a lot of the characters now are getting the, kind of like a skill points kind of thing. I remember I talked about it before in a previous episode. I hear a bird. I'm not sure if it's just outside. So I'm not sure if all the characters in the game are going to have a buff in the future where they're all going to have skill points. And if that's the case, Maxwell will definitely be a character who only has shadow alignment to him, which means that's not going to be... I'll feed you real quick, actually, just so you don't get angry. Okay, you're very needy. Let's just give you one of these. I don't care if we get another blueprint, that's totally fine. You just leave them here. I just don't want you to rage while I'm fishing. And another thing, disagreed. Another thing with those things is that if they're going to be having certain alignments, and Maxwell being a shadow alignment character only, I do believe, in the future, you'll definitely just be utilizing a lot of the shadow gear anyway. So, that's just how I think it's going to be. Okay, pop that over there. On that instead. There. And we can do some fishing. We just need the last thing, and we can get going and start actually playing the game and doing some caving. This is fun for me, but I'm not sure if it's going to be fun for everyone. Okay, come on. Another beach toy? We got 9 all in all. Jeez. It's getting a little old, alright? Give me the trinket. Give me the trinket! Not that one! This is sad. We only have 9 days left, by the way. So on day 70, we're going to be back on autumn already. Or 71, rather. We're going to be back on autumn. So I do want to get this so I can move on and actually focus on doing caving, because I don't want to spend too much time here. We do have enough living logs, I think, in base, so we can make a couple of gear. So I definitely want to hopefully get some more living logs too, actually. But after that, before that, I definitely want to get at least some stuff from the ruins. Man. I wonder how good it's going to be, actually, the ruins fight. I'm actually a little worried with the stuff in the ruins because of how my character does his aggros with the Shadow Duelist. Like, the aggro part of the Shadow Duelist is a little annoying with certain enemies, and I'm not sure how it works with gears and nightmares. Well, the knights and stuff. The clockworks. So I'm interested to see how that works. Hopefully they actually get targeted instead of me, just so I can kite properly, because it's actually a little annoying if my puppets are hitting it, but then they're still focusing on me, such as the bishop especially. If the bishop is still focusing on me, that's going to make it very hard for me to kite. I have to focus the bishop first then. Alright. Is this the one? Okay, we got 10. Just what we needed. Just what we needed. I get it. I get it. I'm not good at Cult of the Lamb, but that doesn't mean I don't want to have those things, alright? It's nice when the game subtly judges you, you know? You kind of suck at this game. That's why we're not going to give it to you. Okay, alright. Man, this is a very sad gacha game, I guess. Oh, man. This should be fine. Yep, alright. Great, thanks. Totally cool. It's nothing else I wanted anyway. It's not like I wanted to have a cool fireplace or anything. Oh, man. Come on, another fish. I love surf and turf and all, but come on. There's definitely better things out there. Speaking about surf and turf, though, I actually can't really eat that. I can't eat crustaceans anyway. So like lobsters and prawns and crabs, I can't eat those. But I am interested in turf and turf, if they ever make turf and turf. I'm pretty sure some restaurants do serve turf and turf, right? Just meat on meat. I'd be okay with eating that. Like a nice steak, and then another steak on it. Come on. Give us what we need. We can pursue something else. Otherwise, this is probably just Antlion's ploy of not making me kill her right away. He's trying to make me, you know, stay here so long that by the time it despawns, that's when we get one. And it's good that we actually haven't gotten rain too, because if we do get rain, that's actually not good. The pond actually closes, and the Antlion despawns for a bit, until the rain's over, and then it respawns. This is the one, right? Oh, no. No. No, please. We spent 7 days doing this, by the way. 7 days of fishing. We're closing into halfway. Honestly, if I don't catch one now, I'm just gonna go for the Antlion. Because it's just a waste of time. I need to do something else anyway. Ah, man. It does suck, though, not getting the new stuff, because I am interested to see how it works. Okay. You know, one more time. Just one more. I can feel it. It's definitely the next crumpled sack. Or whatever it's called, like a crumpled bag or something. Crumpled sack sounds awful. Oh no. Definitely one of them. It's definitely one of them. The next one we get, if it's a crumpled, like, bag, it definitely should be that one already. And if it's not, I'm leaving. I'm going to be killing the outline right away. I'm not going to spend any more time with this. Okay, it's a fish. Give me one crumpled bag. Don't give me fishes now. Don't only be giving me fishes now. The game knows. The game knows that I want to do something else. Come on. We know we deserve it. We know we want it. We've been playing this for a while now. It's already half the season. Throw us a bone here. Okay, throw us a bone here, right? Just one crumpled bag that contains the trophy, and we'll be on our way, alright? Please. Please. Our to-do list is getting shorter and shorter. Okay. If this is not the one, crumpled package. If this isn't the one, I'm leaving. Alright, we're gonna kill Antlion. Okay. Meet your doom. That's good. That's actually really good. Okay, that's not good. Nice! Easy peasy. And that's why you don't mess with us. Oh man, that's so sad. I just wanted the Cult of the Lamb thing. Come on. Come on, game. Oh well. You know what? At least we know how powerful our character is. That's great. Alright. We'll wait for next summer, I guess, for the Cult of the Lamb trinket, or whatever it's called. We're just unlucky, I guess. Though the main thing we wanted anyway was the desert goggles, and we got that, so... Excuse me. So, that's great. Oh, free nightmare fuel, let's go! I'll take that, thank you. The game's really generous. Give me all the gold! Look at that! We're rich! The sound that the gold makes is actually kind of funny. I like it. Oh, a little over 2 stacks, huh? Okay. Well, I gotta find something to drop. Shoot. I can drop the flint, I guess, since I will be using gold tools anyway. And I don't need flint for a hammer either. We need a hammer and also mats for a hammer. And then we also need gold as well as twigs for the golden pickaxes. We won't be using any other golden tools anyway when underground, so we'll just be mainly needing those 2 things. And if we're heading under the ground, by the way, if we're going to the caves, we're not going to be needing any of our thermal stones and stuff, because the caves are still fully heat-proof. You're not going to be overheating at all in the caves, so you won't be needing any of that whatsoever. Let's make this quick, though. I don't want to be here for too long. Yeah, that's turning stale pretty soon, so... Look at our lovely rot. We're gonna have to cook a bit too before we head down. Nice. Hand covers. I think we should be ready to go. So let's see. We're gonna be going underground anyway. In the caves we actually have a lot of rocks, so we can use the rocks there to make hammers. So I'm not gonna go out of my way to bring some more hammers. I'm gonna bring a little bit more. Well, actually I can't probably bring too much of that. I'm gonna leave the eyebrow here too, since I won't be using it underground. What else? That should be everything I need. Yeah, we're ready to get going. We shouldn't spend too much time above ground anyway. Bring that 2. And I'll start hanging these. It's perfect 5. Alright, bird. I'll give you one last meal before I go, okay? I want to be starved by the time I come back up. There you go. 4 of those. Thank you for your help. Alright. See you in a couple days. Let's head down. Let's go. Cave diving. Spelunking time. Well, we prepped for the whole spring. We gotten everything we need. Let's do it. Alright. The main things I want... Okay, of course it's raining. The moment I leave my umbrella at base. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well... That's fine, I guess. Actually, a little bit thinking if I should just go back and get my umbrella. I think it should be fine. Actually, no, I'm a little bit... Alright. Let's see here. So, the area is over here, and that's where we need to go. We will be collecting rocks while we see them, so... Rest assured we can make ourselves a hammer. That's great. There you go. That's all we need. And I think in terms of fireplaces, I probably don't need to make one. We have a lantern anyway, and also moggles. If we do have, like, the enemies spawn, like the, death worms, I feel like we should be fine, since we have our, puppets as well to help out. Here's hoping that by the time we actually reach the location, the ruins, we have the rain be gone already. Rain will be finally gone, at least. So that's the hope. We also have to be very careful. We have to see the world, by the way. Because in the ruins, it's different than anywhere else in the cave. Like most of the common areas in the cave. In the ruins, there's actually a different cycle for each, like, moment, I guess, in the area. So right now, as you can see, with these being opened, it could just be the dawn or dusk of the nightmare phase, and during those moments, during those period of time, there's going to be a lot of things happening, such as a lot of these crawling nightmares spawning. With them being spawned, it means that there's going to be a higher likelihood of danger. So we should always be careful while we're there. But it's also very good for me to farm nightmare fuel too. That's great. So long as it's not the terror beaks or nightmare beaks. These are the nightmare variants too. They don't give you back sanity when you kill them, so we should just be careful. So long as we're in the very outskirts, we should be safe. If you're in the middle of a lot of these nightmare fissures, once you hit one of them, they'll start all running to you, so be careful. Let's see if I can get this nightmare beak's attention. There you go. I will put on armor for this just in case. And there's also another pal running over. We should be far enough that it doesn't bother us. Okay. 7 more nightmare fuel to count. Perfect. Oh yeah, there's the guy. I can't wait to fight it. I do want to get enough, like, gear first, such as the Thulosite crowns, maybe, a magical essence, and then some proper armor, some good weapons. Dark swords are fine too. If we get something better than dark swords, that would be even better. Maybe a Thulosite club will work really well as well, especially since our duelists also benefit from them. Yep, let's target immediately. Okay. So this is the trouble I'm having right now, since I don't have bundle wraps, so I don't have any way to keep my things. Okay, we're heading back to dawn phase, so we are closing into nightmare phase again, so we should be careful. Cool, some fragments. See another knight in front. Yellow gem, nice, awesome. So we could, technically, craft a Star Caller Staff, which definitely makes it a little bit more easier to fight. And I think I'll just do that, actually. Just because it's actually very important to have it now. Light up this area. So if I need to do some kiting, I can actually fight without any issue. And I'm going to go ahead and hammer these boys as well and see what we get. I believe it's just one knight here, so that should be fine. We can take care of it easily. Ouch. Unless it does that. Okay, I hear a bishop. Let's back off this side, just so it doesn't reach us. This little cheater. Easy enough. Alright, so now we can work on getting these things, and sometimes these things should probably spawn a nightmare, but since we have armor on and we have light anyway, there we go. We're pretty okay. If I lead it out, that should be fine. That guy coming again. Cheater. Number phase is over, by the way, so we should be a little bit safer now. Ah! That was a couple more hits. Okay. Alright. What's gonna happen? Oh, jeez. It's nice that we have these. I was really close to dying there. There's 3 health left. Cheater! Honestly, shame on you. Okay. playing safe. Well, as safe as I can be, at least. Another one of those guys. Seems to be a blue gem on there too. Alright, you wanna fight? Let's fight. Okay. Alright. And there we go. Still have it here. Awesome. So I can hear that the phase is starting to shift again, which means we should be careful. Let's make 2 ropes. Then let's go ahead and make 1 log suit. So I think this should be enough for now. I'll leave these things here still. I mean, do a little bit more exploring, and I think after that we should head back up. Because at least I want to get at least the area where I can craft the crowns, because I want to have at least 1 or 2 Thule-side crowns. And hopefully, if we still can, like if we still have the means to do so, we'll get some more of the staves and magiluminescence as well, because I definitely want to have those. We got a pick, we got our hammer that we made here. Didn't use yet. Oh no, we have to fight the worms, that sucks. Okay, that should be fine though. I know I had an armor too. I don't know where my shadow armor went. I remember I dropped it down. I'm not sure if it's broken though. I think it was very close to being broken, but I'm not sure if I broke it yet. I broke it yet. At least this is good, because if we kill these, it can actually help me refuel my moggles, which I desperately need to do so. If I have a little extra, I could probably drop down the miner hat too then. Sea worms. How many do we have? 2? 3. Okay. Nicely done, guys. Take him out. Take him out. Get him. Sick him, boys. That's so cool. All right, that's easy peasy. Great. So now we can actually get all these back too. I think what I can do right now, I can just do a little bit more exploring, and I have to head back because it's already closing into day 69. And once day 69 hits, that's the last day of autumn, last day of summer. So I want to get back up before that. So at least I want to guarantee and get the main pseudoscience station. So I just want to see if it's close by. If there's any pathway over this side. Otherwise, it's just a full branch of broken ones. It seems to be that case. Okay, let's go to the left and see if there's anything else beyond there. Okay. I believe this should be the pathway, right? Yes, awesome. Okay, good. For this, I could technically fight you, okay? So put on my armor attack first. Get him, boys! Take him out! Yes, let's go! That's so cool. Alright, nice job, boys. Alright. So, with what we have now, I'm gonna go ahead and hammer the rest of these. Let me put on my armor too, actually. Hammer. Good. Thanks for your services. Thanks for the help. I'm gonna get my armor. I'm not confident at that. Okay, good. So no harm whatsoever right now. That's good. Okay. I will craft a bit more stuff. Let's go backpack. Oh, I never flew. I could technically make this too, I guess. Okay, stay 69, need to get out. Anyway, we got everything we need. I will drop these things here because I don't need the construction amulets at all above ground, so I'll also leave the yellow gems, the orange gems here, because there's no point bringing up there. I'll hold on to the armor as well. Even though we have this armor, I want to reserve for actual big bosses, like the harder bosses, so I won't be using them for these enemies, because, you know, it's not really necessary to use them for these enemies. And I think we got everything we need, so we have a Thulecite crown, we have a Thulecite armor, we have a Magiluminescence, we have a Lazy Explorer, and a Starcaller staff. We have pretty much everything we need. All that's left to do now is head back, and yeah, that should be the end of it, pretty much. So we can take this guy out as well. Armor. Don't want to be making a mistake. There we go. And we got an extra gear and another nightmare roll. Alright, that's a good haul. Let's get back. So summer's pretty much finished. By the time we reach day 70, that's the last day of summer already. Then we'll be heading back to autumn. That was a really good haul. I feel like we did a lot, actually. We got pretty much Antlion done. We killed her. We got our desert goggles. We set out to get some more stuff in the ruins. And we actually pretty much explored everything. Well, most of the things, at least. So we know where everything is, except for the labyrinth. But at least we know where the main pseudoscience, the fully built pseudoscience station is. And that's pretty much most of the things we needed. That's actually a really good haul. Perfect. I will be leaving some stuff here, I guess. I'll leave the pick, the hammer, so I don't need to hold on to those. I think that should be most of the things I can leave. I'm gonna bring this with me too. I can refill that actually. Yeah, and then I'll use this instead. So let's get back. We're just reaching Dawn phase, I believe, because that's the first ring of it, so it's not fully Nightmare phase. So we actually still can leave this area without any trouble. When Nightmare phase happen, the monkeys will turn into shadow monkeys, which are extremely horrifying and scary, and they're very... their crowd mentality is very, very horrifying, so I don't want to be here while that happens. Which means we're going to go ahead and skedaddle. Leave this place as fast as possible. So, last things of preparations to do. Okay, let's be careful not to get killed by these things. Dogs should spawn as well, since we haven't been above ground for so long. The probability of dog spawning is pretty high. Let me get my sanity back up too. I don't want to deal with the nightmare fuels right now. Nightmare creatures. Because I have no weapons. Okay. So, put this back in the chest. Or in the icebox. The rod out of there. I guess I can put them down here and be annoyed by that. Where's Chester? I'll put the thermal stone back in there as well. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's raining. If it's raining, then we can't access the pond then. Oh well. Yes, no pond for us today. Alright, last day of summer. I'm gonna make myself another walking cane as well. Because I'm not sure if anybody else has this problem, but I'm very prone to accidentally right-clicking when I'm using a Lazy Explorer. I always accidentally use the teleportation thing with the Lazy Explorer staff. So I'm usually just gonna make another walking cane, so I don't accidentally press it. I want to reserve it for actual fights, so hopefully, if we can do Fuel Weaver, I can actually use it with that. Alright, but I think for autumn, I definitely want to clean the base, because this base is looking worse for wear. Though we have a lot of good stuff, but, you know, I would rather the base to be clean as well, besides having all the nice stuff. Alright, let's go to Peking, and we'll end it off there. We're gonna be rolling in the dough, by the way. We got so much gold! We're rich! That's awesome. That's a whole 5 stacks and 11 gold, so 111 gold. That's crazy. We're rich! Oh, that's how summer went. Very successful summer, I think. A lot of stuff got accomplished. I think we pretty much gotten most of the things we wanted, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm totally happy with that. So yeah, for the next episode, it's going to be autumn. It's going to take some time before we actually get there, though. Oh, our final present as well. Let's get that. So before that, I just want to say thanks everybody for hanging out, for watching the vids. Thanks for those swing fans. And yeah, I will catch you guys on autumn. Take care, everybody.